simply sat in the shadows, watching others live out their lives. But what do voyeurs see when they look into the mirror? Now I see you as a strange mix of someone angry, yet apathetic, but mostly just pathetic. So are you going to watch yourself die today, or do something about it?
And here we go.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
There is a big thing that's going to happen in London at this G20, and they're hiding it, they're camouflaging it, they're not talking about it. Coordination of international regulation. What they are going to do is to put our Fed and our SEC under the control, in effect, of the IMF.
Oh, come on.
They're
You
going to
believe
take,
they'll do this?
That's what was in the draft agenda. They call it coordination of regulation. What it really is putting the American economy under international regulation.
Yeah.
And those people who have been yelling, oh, the UN's going to take over global
Conspiracy
government.
theorists.
They've been crazy, but now they're right.
Yeah, well, when Geithner,
It's happening.
When Geithner said he would be open to the idea of a global currency last week,
yeah.
Those conspiracy people had said and suggested that for years.
right.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And you know, it's what they always do at these conferences is they have the center show is here,
Yeah.
and the side show they don't want you to pay attention to.
Right.
The center show is the size of the stimulus packages.
Yeah.
The real show is international regulation of the financial institutions, which is going to happen under the IMF control. And remember, the IMF is run by Europeans, the
Right.
World Bank by Americans.
DickMorris.com. Thanks, Dick.
Thank you.
Appreciate
And
it.
to put the G20 pledges of $1 trillion to save the world economy in perspective, the United States itself is spending $13 trillion of your money to support the $14 trillion American economy. British Prime Minister Brown today declared a new world order is emerging. We want to know what you think, so our poll question is, are you excited that a new world order is emerging, or are you concerned about America's sovereignty? Cast your vote at LouDobbs.com. We'll have the results here later. 93% of you say you are concerned about America's sovereignty.
There's a need for a new world order, but it has different characteristics in different parts of the world.
After 1989, President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
You can't all of a sudden have a super regulator, even if we're in a desperate crisis now. You can't, according to the U.S., take that and say, okay, all of a sudden there's this super cop who is going to dictate what the U.S. does, what Great Britain does. That ruins the sovereignty of individual nations. You can't just all of a sudden do that.
Joe, we have a potential pandemic.
A national health emergency.
The World Health Organization says the outbreak has pandemic potential.
And the CDC says it fears death in the United States.
We could be in danger of a worldwide flu pandemic.
A pandemic.
Worrying about a worldwide pandemic. We are following.
my idea.
Notifications made.
What's that?
All right, so what's the telephone number? I'm waiting for MC to pick up. What's the telephone number you're calling?
You can barely see.
You can barely see.
441-2623.
441?
2623.
It's on 105th corner, northwest corner, right?
Right.
At number 2 World Trade Center.
Right. Lady is Stevens in his office. We're not ready to die, but it's getting bad.
I understand, sir. We can keep the all the apparatus there. I'm trying to let them know where you are.
Oh, please, Larry.
This is 15.
I'm talking to the call, Peter.
1597.
Let me talk to the call.
He's on the line.
Let me talk to him. Where's the fire, sir? There's smoke. You ain't there. 105, 2 power. All right, sit tight. We'll get to you as soon as we can. There's some staying up, but the smoke fuel's good, man. I barely need it. That's all we can do. What's you guys up to? We're getting there. Doesn't feel like it, man. I got one kid. I understand that, sir. We're on the way.
He's on the 105th corner, northwest corner.
Yeah, no problem. We're operator.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay, we have everything, sir.
I know you do, but it doesn't seem like it. You got lots of people up here.
I understand.
And then you got out in the building, up on the top. Smoke rises, we're on the floor, we're in the window. And then I have to do it breathe now. Can't see.
Okay. Just try to hang it there. I'm going to stay with you.
So you're in an air-conditioned building. What the hell happened?
Okay, I'm still here. He's just trying to fight apart. He's trying to get to you.
Does it feel like it?
Okay, try to calm down so you can conserve your oxygen, okay? Try to...
Thank God the brother in from the left. It's really bad. It's black. It's iron. Does anybody else have a child in here? These young men who are not ready to die.
I'm here.
I don't know, you can get my ass down. I need oxygen.
They're going to they have a lot of apparatus on this.
It doesn't feel like it, lady. You get them in from all over. Put them in from Jersey. I don't give a Ohio.
Okay, so what's your last name?
Mine's high school. I must have called about a dozen times already. COSGROVE.
Yeah.
My wife thinks I'm all right. I called her and said I was leaving the building. I was fine, and bang.
Well, I want to...
Hold on. Cherry. That Cherry, is that right? Yeah. That Cherry's next to me. 105. Who's office? John Ashford's office.
That's what you said. That's the office.
We're in John Ashford's office. OST. ARU. Right. That's the office we're at. There's 3 of us in here.